Hi, everyone. Welcome to this new episode of JPreneur. I'm here with the man, Trevor. He's the CEO and founder of NuLimit. He's going to be sharing his experiences as a first-time entrepreneur. And, super happy to have him on my YouTube channel.
Sure.
So, Trevor, why don't you go ahead and tell us a bit more about you?
Well, obviously, my name's Trevor, 22 years old, living here in Michigan, United States. Full-time electrician, still making my way through life, and trying to start up a company is definitely a difficult time, but man, has it been an enjoyable one as well. I'm meeting a lot of new people, and you're one of those amazing guys that have helped me through a lot of struggle as well as educating myself. So a lot of good things happening so far.
Sounds great, man. It's awesome to have this chat with you.
Yeah.
So why didn't you tell me why you wanted to start this company called NuLimit? What is it all about? And sort of share your story. I think we had a call yesterday where you were just mentioning how
Oh
you
yeah.
started, so I'll be really happy to hear it again.
Yeah, man, it's a long one, but it can be short. It all started, as you know, I started as a kid as an electrician, and I've seen a lot of contractors come in and out of the business, and I've seen a lot of good and a lot of bad happen with this business. And NuLimit Contractors is really trying to focus on solving a lot of those problems. I've seen my dad start a company with his best friend, and I've seen his best friend build an empire, and a great one. You know, it's an amazing thing. I love seeing people succeed, but sadly, it was very unequal when it came to my dad.
Hmm.
He really got the back burner when it came to a company, and I saw this man build an empire, and my dad become an employee. And that's not how it was promised. It was promised a land of great opportunity where employees were working underneath them, and they would just kind of sit back, relax, and enjoy the later years as he's now approaching into his 40s and 50s. I see no retirement. He has no plan of retiring, work until he dies. And believe me, this is not the only case. I've met numerous amount of 60s, even 70-year-olds, 80-year-olds still working in the contracting business, man. It
Wow.
really is insane. And NuLimit Contractors is trying to give people a different opportunity, a new place to go to meet new clients and meet new people, explore different opportunities, and just really try to help better their lives with money as well as time. And you know, who doesn't like both those things? So this is what we're really trying to do here is better the lives of people and make sure that they understand that their life is important more so than the life of a boss.
Right. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think NuLimit's definitely going to revolutionize the contracting business. I actually have the prototype you showed me, which I'm going to show in a minute or so, so that you can explain a bit more about the app as I'm sharing the screens and everything. But, one thing I wanted to ask was, you are an electrician. You told me that you didn't go to college because it wasn't just for you.
No.
So why did you choose this path instead?
I chose being an entrepreneur or you know, a business owner
Yeah.
because I saw an opportunity to help people.
Okay.
Um, Ever since I was a kid, man, I'm telling you, I've always had this feeling of there's something better for somebody out there, and I need to be that person. You know, I'm not going to change the world single-handedly. It needs to be a collaboration of individuals. And so that's what I'm trying to create is as many people as possible join NuLimit Contractors and experience the great things that we're really trying to do here. It's not like anything anybody's ever done.
Yeah.
It's really about creating a family, creating people, and creating time for these people. I'm really, really excited for it. And I'm really excited for people to see what we have going on here, man.
Of
And I'm
course.
happy you're a part of it, and I'm happy to be on here.
Absolutely.
It gets me excited every time I talk about it.
Oh
It's a
man.
huge deal for me.
So
Absolutely.
excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me this. Didn't go to college. You've been grinding your ass off every day, working as an electrician, 12, 14-hour days. Have multiple jobs, and all of the money you save, you're now pouring it and investing it into building a mobile application. How did you decide that would be the best first step? Like what what made you think of, I have all this cash, I've been piling up, just working every single day, and it's, a lot of sacrifice, but I really want to go ahead and try to build something. So why did you decide to go for a mobile app, and how was the whole process?
Man, it's the future. It's here, man.
Yeah.
The trades are dying. Contractors are dying out as the younger generation is growing. They see as an age of technology, that's where we need to be. And so if I can kind of fit in technology into what we got going on here, I think it's going to be a really huge hit. Between everything that I see going on, between Bitcoin kind of trying to take over, and all these things kind of coming up the ranks, and being more independent. You see a lot more independence happening, and I'm really pushing for independence when it comes to contracting. It's not always about the employer. You're a person too, and so if you can all have everything at the palm of your hands, instant access, on demand, especially for clients. This is just as important for clients as it is employees. Contractors can contact clients, as well as clients can contact contractors instantaneously. If it's 1 o'clock in the morning, they don't have to wait to get scheduled in. It's pretty immediate. So, I'm hoping it grows to that scale to where there's not a lot of wait. It's all pretty on demand, and I think that's the new age here, is being instant, fast, efficient. And that's what we're trying to do.
Sounds great. So I actually have the prototype I would like to share. This is a prototype of the mobile application that Trevor is currently developing. I've been giving him a hand. I've been the guy making the connections with people who are developing his app at Oino Tech. They are a development team from Austin, Texas, and they work with teams in South America so they can lower development costs for startups in the US. They've been doing a great job so far, the whole development team. So they're super excited to work with you, Trevor. I'll have the prototype up in a second. So give me just that. There we go. Okay, so let me know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's the beautiful.
All right,
prototype.
perfect.
There it is.
Okay, so this is what I'm. Well, the logo just disappeared. So let me try to reload that real fast. Okay, 1 sec. Let's see. Okay, there you go. So we have the logo that will be kind of like the initial screen. And then so here we have kind of like the division between tradesman and customer, right? I'm not showing the app we're working on now, just because, this is kind of like a mock-up for how it's going to work. I think it's more organized. At least for us is So so we have both the tradesman and the customer, right? So let's say that I'm a customer, right? And I want to use your app. So for example, I'm trying to find an electrician, right? My lights went off and I just need someone to fix my problem. I go that I'm a customer, so I'll basically have to create my account. We're not going to go through this, so I log in, right? So here's what I see. What can I do with this app? How can this app improve my life?
Great, man. Well, you see, create requests there. You can enter in a lot of different information. If you want to click on that too, it'll kind of run down some different things there that you can see real quick. I don't know if you can. Is that a button you can click? I'm pretty sure.
Which one?
The create a request.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, you can enter in job title, what you think the main headline should be for people to see, the service type that you really do need, electrician, plumber.
Right.
There's going to be a broad number of
there
things
you go. So here,
perfect
plugs. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, and location, your service date. What do you think your budget is? Some people, they don't want to go over a certain amount, and I completely understand. They want to find people that can fit in that budget. Now, warning, that isn't always the greatest option. You want to find the median. You don't want to find the cheapest. You don't want to find the most expensive. You want to find the perfect middleman to get the job done, because usually they're a little bit better when it comes to service as well as customer service. So that's like the very beginning. Create a you can request a service, as well as tradesmen will be able to see that now after you post it, and tradesmen can contact you. You can review them as as a person, whether their bio, what are they about, what do they do. All the reviews on past customers. If they have a great rating, awesome, let's do work together. And so that's pretty much the basic of that.
Okay. So after I post a service request,
Mhm.
I have here all of my requests, right? So
Yep.
everything and the status, right? So if I need help with something, it's just gonna have
Right.
everyone so
Multiple
very
jobs.
transparent on the different jobs that you
Yeah.
request. So I go back here. Let's say I have a chat. So this is also very important.
Hmm.
So I can communicate with the tradesmen I'm trying to contact on the different jobs, and that's how you can set up sort of the transaction.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
then we also have the explore
Sport
tradesmen.
tradesman.
So you can,
Yep.
this is also a very important feature. Why don't you tell me more about this?
Explore tradesmen to see, who people are in your area. Let's say you see Julia Free there. She's a plumber. She's got a 5-star rating. That's somebody that I maybe want to remember next time I need a plumber. Jesse Luke down there, he's killing it too, 4.9. He's a carpenter. Maybe they can collaborate together sometime and help you with one of your house projects where, okay, the sink leaked and now I need my cabinets replaced. I need a plumber and I need a carpenter. And you can explore different kinds of contractors, search their profiles, and just like a Facebook, man, you can see everything that people are about, how long they've been in service for, and all the reviews. The reviews are very important.
Right.
Making sure that the customers have been pleased with the following contractors, not just tradesmen, but this is a very broad spectrum, not just a carpenter or a plumber. You're looking at any kind of thing that you really need. Hopefully we can get enough people on here to where any service that you really need help with, we can do, and we can do great for you.
Yeah, yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, so definitely ratings are very important.
Mhm.
Just to keep trust between the customers and the tradesmen. So
Yeah,
I'm also going to show the other end of the idea.
tradesmen, yeah.
So let me reload this real fast.
Which is tradesmen right now, but it's going to be just contractors, not so much just tradesmen.
Correct.
That's how it kind of all started way back ago, and
That's right.
and it's definitely evolved from just tradesmen, which is awesome.
For sure, for sure. So here, you're a tradesman, you create your account, and then it's basically a very similar layout.
Yep,
You have
simple.
the requests you have, right? So you can accept or decline.
Yep,
Yeah, so it's super intuitive. You can also talk to customers, real simple. Then you can explore jobs, so you can apply for bid, right?
yeah,
So
compete. Yep,
Right. Yes. Competition. That's what makes
always.
services higher quality. So,
Yep,
yeah, definitely something great.
trying to think of everything we can to make it a fair game. Sometimes the little man can push ahead and do his best, and as long as the customer likes exactly what they see, then you're top dog. It doesn't exactly matter how much money you pay for advertisement at this point. It's just, do you provide good service? A lot of really bad contractors can push really good advertisement and get jobs, and man, they're charging way too much, putting out really terrible results, and I hate seeing that. I hate seeing that
Yeah.
for the clients, and I get pretty disappointed in contractors as well when I see that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So we're trying
You
to
also
solve that.
get the mafia kind of scheme where you have like one big company just taking care of everything, and the
Yeah,
guys who want to go freelance,
it's
they're,
the little guys. Yeah, it's
yeah,
what matters.
yeah,
That's what our
exactly.
country thrives on, man. Is the little guys. Without the little guys, our country's nothing, man. It's a big deal. We got to
100%.
keep the little guys here. So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to stop sharing and back
Great.
on the call. So tell me a bit more about what are your plans with NuLimits? What are you going through now, and what are you thinking to do in the future? Sort of how are you organizing your thoughts on how you can move forward with this idea?
Yeah, and I like talking to you about a lot of my different ideas. Obviously, I grow big. That's the only thoughts I have, is as big as we possibly can.
Hell yeah.
The really important thing that you can't really see on the app, but it really goes to show what we're trying to do, and that is building not a business but a family together, and making sure that this stays. Uh, it's a big business with small people, and they do good work, and I want to reward those people for what they do. Without them, there is no NuLimits. That's just as plain as it gets. And for loyal people, I think it goes to show what they do. And I think I want to try to provide some kind of service for them in the case of a reward program, you know, to where it's, if you've made NuLimits a decent amount of money, or just been a loyal customer or a loyal contractor for many years to come, what can I do to help you? Can we get you a van? How can we help you be more efficient? And obviously that comes with time, but that is the premises of this, is making people a family. The customer service is on point, making sure people understand that the customers are everything. Without the customer, you're not even a contractor. So people really need to understand that. That is very important. As well as, you know, as of right now, we're trying to go national with this thing, completely nationwide, and getting as much people in touch with this as possible. But man, it doesn't end there. Talking to a lot of different people, trying to get this thing to go to be one of the very first global contracting companies on the planet, and really expanding this out. And if we can have help with that, holy cow, would that be amazing? Get this thing going, man, and getting people out there, maybe in different countries, really benefiting from what we're trying to do here at NuLimits, man. It really has a limitless amount of energy coming its way. So as many people that see this and want to join in and talk to me, talk to you, man, let's get this thing going.
Hell yeah. Love it. Love the positive attitude. And
Good
definitely
energy.
anyone watching this, you know, please stay updated and stay tuned for any updates on NuLimits. You know, there's going to be a lot of new good stuff coming out, and, you know, the app is under development right now. Should be ready in 2 to 3 months, right? And we're going to be publishing the app and just killing it. So how about scaling? How do you see, how could this thing scale up? Like what are your plans on, so right now you're going to have an app, you know, all the technical stuff is going to be taken care of. So as a founder, how are you thinking of getting both customer and tradesmen on board? Like, what's that going to look like for you?
For getting them on board is offering as much as I can. You know, obviously the independence is a huge thing for having people join, as well as having on demand for the clients and the customers, being able to know that whoever's going to come into their house is being monitored. They are completely licensed, and if they're not, you're going to know who these people are. There's no secrets, no hidden content, completely out for the public. And I think that is a huge deal for customers to know that this is 100% safe. The payments going through 100% safe, and we're really working hard at NuLimits to make sure that everybody's happy between the contractors and the clients. Scalable, I mean, as much as we can. I want to get you know, programs on there to where we can maybe start getting apprentices on that program, to where we can start getting youth into there and seeing how far we can take the younger crowd into contracting, getting them as plumbers, as electricians, and working with people side by side to teach them the trade or the contract that they're dealing with, and growing from there too, and then graduating to become their own independent contractor. Just constantly changing, growing, making sure that everybody is happy is the most important thing. Happy and successful is the main goal. Everybody. That's huge for me.
That's amazing. And then I guess my next question would be, you know, if you had to talk to your best friend who wanted to become an entrepreneur, what would be the top 3 advice you would give him or her?
Never stop networking is the first one.
Okay.
Man, never stop talking to people ever.
Yes, ever.
And no, man, I've literally just talk to as many people as possible, share your information, and they will give you information back that is worth its weight in gold. You know, I linked up with you on LinkedIn, man, and it was probably one of the best things I've done with this company.
Yeah. And, you know, even though there's this stupid pandemic, we're far away from each other at some point.
Made it happen.
You know, we sort of established a friendship, and hopefully we're going to be sharing a beer very soon.
Yes, absolutely, man. When you get here to Canada, we're almost neighbors.
Hell yeah,
you know, so you know that man, that piggybacks right into the second point is don't give up even when certain, you know, uncertain times are right knocking on your door. This pandemic has really affected a lot of people. And I think that's another reason this could be something so great is helping people become their own independent and being able to work in many different conditions, and staying safe is primary, especially during, I mean, this is brand new for everybody. So, you know, we're not really sure where this is going to lead, but never giving up. I can tell you what, I've had some self-doubt a million
Yeah.
times. I've woken up in panic thinking this is going to be unsuccessful. I've put in thousands upon
Not at
thousands
all.
of dollars. I mean, I've had people invest their own money into this now, and it's a big deal for you to stay positive. And so to my best friend out there, man, just head up and keep fighting on, man. It's important. It's important to you. It's going to be important somewhere.
Definitely.
And man, the third one is keep learning.
Yeah.
Dude, I know you, man. You're always grinding. You're always working
Hell
hard.
yeah.
You know, you're always trying to educate yourself in some way, shape, or form, and that's so important. You've taught me a lot of things that I didn't, and we're very close in age.
Yeah.
And you have taught me a lot of things that I didn't know, as well as, you know, hopefully I can help you in your upcoming startups, and which is, you know, one upcoming soon is going to be great. And I'm so excited for you to get that thing started and up and
Hell
launching.
yeah.
And told some people about it already. So we're, you know, I'm trying to help you out and get some reviews going through there too. But knowledge is power for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. And you don't even need to go to college for that. You can, you know, that's another misconception a lot of people have,
Yeah.
right? Like you can just teach yourself a lot of stuff online. You can go in there and just start taking courses. They're not very expensive. Read
No.
books, right? Talk to people. That's kind of like the best way. You should network with people who know stuff and just ask questions, see if you can jump
Yeah.
in a webinar, right? Like there's so many different ways to learn.
Lots of
So,
ways.
you know,
Some are free.
definitely. Yeah. And you
Some are
can't
even
really
free.
learn entrepreneurship in college, right? It's all about
No, that's
you know,
drive, heart.
exactly. That's
Yeah.
what it is, man. So, and another thing I see is with this whole pandemic, I see a lot of industries being, you know, shifting their paradigms or their perspectives on things. I think one of them has been being your own boss, right? With the high unemployment, especially, well, in the US, but everywhere around the world.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people have moved on to freelancing. So they're now kind of like learning, let's say, a bit of software here, a bit of design, right? Like what skills can they transfer from their corporate jobs to doing stuff.
Yeah.
What I feel
Absolutely.
great about NuLimit is that maybe it could give people the option to become a tradesman, right? Like there's definitely a lack of qualified technical people in the field. And
Yes.
they're, you know, the guys who build our homes, the guys who fix our cabinets and wire up our houses. And so it's also important to give the people the chance to go back to those technical jobs, which bring a lot of value to the economy too. And I think
Yeah.
part of the premise that NuLimit has is allowing people to become their own boss.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be instant. You know, this isn't thing that it's not 100%. You know, you work for me full time. You work for NuLimits full time. This is your side hustle. Create a side hustle and
Yeah.
and super hustle, man. I mean,
Super
get
hustle.
down and dirty and just keep
Yeah.
going, and hopefully you can just beat your 9 to 5. Get on and become your own boss. Go
Yeah.
fishing if you want to. Go hunting, because man, working a 9 to 5, I know, is not always the greatest thing. It's
Yeah.
security, but sometimes security isn't always the best thing. Sometimes
Yeah.
you need to
Sometimes
get
it
out there.
doesn't fulfill you. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, trust me, spending several $1,000s on a company isn't exactly security.
Yeah, it's a
it's
crazy freaking ride,
it,
man. And at
it's
least
tough.
you're doing software. I was doing hardware in my first startup. So I was spending by, you know, just burning thousands of dollars by the day on hardware and carbon fiber, prototyping things, building things up. And
Yeah,
yeah, I spend, you know, probably just burn like anywhere from 50 to 100K. But even though, you know, my first startup didn't make it, I definitely enjoyed the ride. And
it's a
it's
fun time.
yes,
Absolutely.
and it was such a learning experience that I think it was worth every single dime. So
Yeah, and you got to know that going into it too. You know, you got to know that
yeah,
most startups fail within 5 years.
yes,
But man, as long as you keep a positive attitude and make sure you think it's never going to fail,
yeah,
then you have a much better chance of people thinking in 5 years it's going to fail.
I
So
agree.
just, you know, that's the fourth thing I would tell my best friend.
Sounds good.
Just keep on
Yeah,
keeping on.
yeah, definitely. That's very good. So you know, I guess another thing I wanted to discuss is in my case when I was building my first company, one thing that really helped me out was trying to find balance. and I see that, you know, you're a super busy guy. You work 12 to 14 hours, maybe
Yeah.
16 sometimes. You're being called on the weekends to, you know, duty on call. You're having meetings with the technical team, just trying to build a company, have meetings with lawyers, investors, just grinding every single hour of every single day, just working
Yeah.
all the way. How do you find balance? Like, what do you do there? Do you hang out with your girlfriend, maybe have a drink? Like, how does
Yes.
Trevor look like in his spare time?
So a really big portion of keeping sanity is still keeping what's important to you close. You know, don't you know, it's going to sound terrible for me to say as somebody that's wanting to start a company, but do not let the company 100% take you over, because it's going to ruin you.
Yeah.
It has come very close to putting me in tears. I mean, it hurts, you know, 16, 18 hours of just, you know, whether you're either working or you're thinking about working.
Yeah.
There is no in between. But really, you know, yes, my girlfriend, she's with me 100% on this, and has helped me through this a lot. But man, we still have fun. We still go karting, and we
That's
still
awesome.
find time to watch TV. It's not always about just the grind all the time. It's important. Yes, you want to succeed. You want your company to succeed, but you will burn yourself to the ground.
Yeah.
And so that is a huge thing for people to understand. You see all these things on Instagram, and yes, you know, the very, very successful, they have worked 100+ hours. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, man, those are some two legends.
Yeah.
You're not going to be those guys. Those
Heroes
guys
of mine.
are wicked people.
Yeah.
And congratulations to them. And if you're one of those people, keep on keeping on, man.
Oh
Don't
my
even
God.
listen to me.
Yeah,
But
but I
dude,
mean, part of, you know, definitely those are two of my idols. I think
yeah,
part of it is they've also started their companies with nothing,
yeah,
and they've built them into not only just, you know, trillion-dollar businesses, but just the companies that completely revolutionized humanity. And so
yeah.
it all starts with, you know, your will and having an idea and moving forward and accepting failure and just, you know, keep
Yeah.
grinding.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're from a small town. You know, I grew up in a very small town, graduating class of 100 kids, very small. But man, I remember a lot of people said, like, you can't go anywhere when you're from here. You'll never be anywhere but here. And
Bullshit.
man, that yeah, no,
Yeah,
there's no way. It's You have an infinite amount of options, and if you're the person saying that, you're stuck. You
definitely.
are that stuck person.
Yeah,
And so if you even have a thought that you think that you can solve something, just start doing it.
yeah,
Start it, and if it fails, you will learn infinitely way more than not starting. Uh, 1 hour of doing something is better than 10 hours of thinking about it. So,
yes,
so just,
absolutely,
just, just start, you know, take action, take responsibility for your thoughts and put them into action.
absolutely, absolutely. So, I guess, you know, I have just one final question.
Great.
How do you see, where do you see NuLimit going in the next 5 years?
5 years huge. I see NuLimit taking on big companies. I have a feeling that there's going to be some haters for sure, thinking, "Oh man, I'm losing, you know, some good employees. I could be losing on a lot of different things, but good."
Yeah,
Uh, you know, Amazon has shut down some stores.
definitely.
Elon Musk is bringing us to Mars. You know, there's a lot of things that are
Hell yeah.
changing. So bring it on. I think that in 5 years, we're going to be taking on a lot of small businesses. They're going to start transitioning from a small business to NuLimit contractors very, very soon. I really do think that people are going to see, like, this is an infinite amount of advertisement that they don't have to worry about. And they're going to join. They're going to be just a part of another independent contractor, way less stress, not as much capital. I worry
Yeah,
about that. You do you, and just have fun. Just have a good time. So 5 years, I'm excited for. I'm excited. I'm
absolutely,
excited for 2 years.
absolutely. So
Excited.
I actually lied because I have one other question I just thought of.
One more.
So you are not a technical founder. You don't come from a technical background, right?
No.
And that's also, it could be either a weakness or a strength, right? In your case, you decided to, you know, partner up with people who could help you out on building stuff. So what would you advise? What would be your advice to founders who have no, let's say, technical skills? I see a lot of people trying to build stuff and they say, I don't know how to code. I'm not an engineer. I've never gone to college, right? I don't
Yeah.
have a PhD. what would you tell people that, need the technical skills?
Just because you need it doesn't mean you can't get it.
Exactly.
I mean, that's plain and simple, man. I've learned very basic coding. I could probably do a very, very basic app. It's all about the learning process and trying to figure out who you are as a person. And along the way, even if this fails, you will find a niche. You'll find something that you actually found to care about, and maybe even the technical field or whatever field you're going into as an entrepreneur. Obviously, yeah, I'm not a tech guy. I can barely operate a computer, so. And that's fine. That is okay for me. As I have a different mind. My mind is thinking constantly. It's changing paths, changing all the time. It's never not thinking. And so if you're that way, find people.
Yeah.
Find people to be your rock, your core. I have you, who is kind of like my hold. To where I hit there and then I went up. So. You're like that general for me. I go to you for information and trying to understand more about the things that I don't understand. If you surround your people with people exactly like you, you probably won't go very far. You need to surround your people with much brighter, much more intelligent individuals. Don't feel like you're the elephant in the room, because they are an elephant in the room in their own book. I mean, it's plain and simple. There's always somebody better. And so if you chase better, you're going to be better. So.
And definitely surround yourself with very positive people too. That's one thing I really like about you. You're a very positive person, always moving forward, always thinking ahead. And that's the way to go. If life is about being positive and just trying to go through obstacles and trying to learn. And I feel like a lot of people are negative and they just dwell every single freaking day. They're like, this is too hard. I don't want to spend my money on something that could fail or whatever excuse, and so. Surrounding yourself with positive people that will hype you up, that will encourage you to do better. That's formula for success.
Absolutely. Negative Nancy, man, got to get those things out of your life. They'll drag you down with them.
Of course.
I've definitely learned that. I used to be a somewhat negative person, never thinking that I would do much, but I always knew deep down that there was something out there for me. Somebody out there was just like me. I haven't become a huge success yet, but man, it's coming. And
not yet, but it will come. It will come.
Not yet. We're getting there.
We're getting
me and
there.
You, man.
Hell yeah, dude. Grinding as much as we can.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you very much, Trevor, for
this
opportunity. I will share it with everyone I know and, people in my network, hopefully get the word out for NuLimit as well. Once I do move to Canada, I'm just waiting for this pandemic to get a bit better so that I can go and move to Toronto. We will definitely see each other and, hopefully keep on bouncing ideas. And I hope this relationship that we build will last for many years to come. And
absolutely, man. Absolutely.
And it's definitely been a pleasure for me to help you out on this journey. It's been a very exciting one.
It's been great.
Great things are going to come ahead. So for anyone watching this video, if you have any questions, either for me or Trevor, please just, write it down in the comment section. We'll definitely reach back at you as soon as we can. So thanks everyone. And I hope you have a really good one, Trevor.
Yeah, you too, man. It's been an awesome pleasure for this, man. Thank you.
Hell yeah.